What's going on, guys? Hold on. Let me get set up, and then we'll be good to go. Give me a second. Alright, so we're pretty much set up. Let me know how the audio is. I can always adjust it. What we're going to be doing today is pretty much the Morrowind storyline. And this is actually my second time going through it, but that's fine. I kind of wanted to get some of the achievements again. Alright, so I believe we go into Vardenfell. It's around here. And this is where you started. Plus, I have to collect all the sky shards and whatnot. Give me a second. Still setting up, sorta. And then we'll be good to go. Alright. Alright, so we're going to be doing the Morrowind storyline just for everyone who's new here. And this is actually going to be my second time going through it. But I'm doing it on another character because I planned on playing this a little bit more. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. We haven't started yet. And let's actually go get the Sky Shard first. I don't remember exactly where everything was. I just kind of, like, the add-on tells me. And then I'll probably remember it shortly. I think it was in the courtyard, this one Sky Shard. Yeah, there it is. But yeah, how's everyone doing? Welcome. You are all having a fantastic day. Alright, we'll start up the quest line.
There's an armiger injured on the road outside Stalking. So much blood! They need help! I'm not exactly sure. The buoyant armiger was accompanying Canon Valasar on a mission for Lord Vivek, but something terrible must have happened. Canon Valasar sent me to find help. She's on the road just outside of Stalking. Will you help them?
Alright.
Keep your hands where I can see.
Forgive me, Outlander, but I have enough to deal with. I'm just a simple tribunal priest, and the trouble at the ancestral tomb was too much for even our buoyant armiger to deal with. I have failed Lord Vivek, and left a colleague alone at the tomb. Lord Vivek sent the three of us to seek guidance at the Andrano ancestral tomb. We were attacked when we got there, and our guard was seriously hurt. I barely got her to safety. But we failed to complete the mission Lord Vivek bestowed upon us. Canon Levoul. He remained behind after we retreated from the tomb. I know he wants to get back inside and ask Lord Vivek's questions. But there's no way he can get past the Daedra, or ask the questions on his own. May the three grant him wisdom.
Donizer, what's wrong? Someone help!
By the three! First a wounded armiger, now this!
By dawn and dusk, evil creeps through the shadows of my beloved Vardenfell. But an outlander arrives to aid my people, just as I have foreseen.
Those words, what do they mean?
What happened?
Merciful Azura, the Mother Soul spoke through you. It's a miracle!
Yeah,
Lord
this is
Vivek,
actually a second
protect
time
me.
going through it.
The Daedric Prince Azura possessed that woman and spoke through her. I've heard of such occurrences, of course, but to witness such an event... She said evil creeps through the land. I wonder if it has anything to do with what we saw at the tomb. We sought guidance in a matter that concerns Lord Vivek. I received specific questions to ask while Livul concentrated on summoning his ancestor. The Daedra ruined those plans when they fell upon Urnsey, and we were forced to flee. Vile creatures from oblivion. You hear about an odd ghost or a nest of vampires, but never Daedra. Please, if they're still there, they'll rip Canon Livul apart. He's definitely not a warrior. Just look at what they did to the Buoyant Armiger. The Buoyant Armigers comprise one of the military orders of the Tribunal Temple. They seek to emulate Lord Vivek's deeds through actions and words. Poor Urnsey. Those monsters went straight for her. Her blood flowed like lava from Red Mountain. Where are you from? Children learn of Red Mountain.
What is she looking
before they
at?
even
Like,
taste Flynn. The mountain sits at the center of Vardenfell, periodically rumbling like a sleeping Nyx shaking its leg. Lately, however, it seems to be waking from its long slumber. Azura is the cruel but wise Daedric Prince of Dawn and Dusk. She's one of the good Daedra, for what that's worth. But for her to speak through an innocent means something terrible is about to happen. Why else would she dare Lord Vivek's wrath? What do they teach you where you come from? Lord Vivek's a living god! Azura is merely the anticipation of Solfacine. Vivek stands as the present and the future, while Azura clearly represents Vardenfell's past. So no, they don't get along. You don't know Lord Vivek, one of the living gods of the Dunmer Tribunal. You must be new to our land, Outlander. But there's no time. Canon Livul remain behind. He needs help if he's going to get inside the tomb and ask Vivek's questions. Yes, one of the god monarchs of Morrowind. He's the warrior poet who lives in a grand palace in Vivek City. Lord Vivek sent us on this holy mission to request information from Canon Livul's ancestor. It breaks my heart that I have failed him.
Alright, so we got that. Think now we just have to do a few things. Gotta pick all of that up. Gotta go into that tomb again, clear out a few things. I remember doing this. There's a lot of dialogue in here, so most of the time it's just listening to stuff.
It's too dangerous. What am I going... Did Canon Valasar send you? Oh, she did, didn't she? That means she made it to Seyda-Neen. Vivek be praised. Will you help me complete my mission? It would be sacrilege if I don't enter my family's tomb and make Lord Vivek's inquiries. As the saints declare, the tribunal always provides. We'll need to be cautious, however. Daedra invaded the tomb. Makes it hard to talk to one's ancestors while monsters try to eat you. I'll also need your help when we reach the summoning chamber. Take this scroll with Lord Vivek's inquiries, while I summon forth my ancestor spirit and concentrate on maintaining the connection. You must ask the questions. He insists we use the exact phrasing. We can go inside. We're really going to do this?
Alright, I got this.
I wish I knew how Daedra got into my family tomb, but I'm sure you can handle them. At least you know they're there. They ambushed poor Armiger Urnsi. Took her completely by surprise. Follow me. I'll open the door. Follow me, but keep an eye out for those Daedra.
Yeah, actually. Just going through it again because I wanted all the achievements and all the stuff, so I figured why not stream it for anyone who hasn't seen it before.
The creatures attacked as soon as we entered the Hall of Remembrance.
Is it that way? I think we have to go all the way around. Yeah, I just needed all the sky shards over here again, so we're going through it. I think we go this way. Yeah, go up. Well, your UI is way nicer than mine. Oh, really? What kind of add-ons do you use, actually? I am curious. I feel like mine is simple. I just don't like having everything clustered on my screen.
My ancestor, then you can ask Vivek's questions.
I feel like I was just here. Oh my goodness, I was just here. We're going around again. I'm an idiot. Yeah, ever since I started, I was like, I just don't want so much stuff clustering my screen, so I was like always cautious about the add-ons I chose. By the way, how was your thingy yesterday that you had to go to? It was super fun. Alright, so we go up and around. Dude, all those look like people. I'm not gonna lie. That wasn't there before.
Ask the warrior poet's questions, Outlander.
How long have we been streaming? For like 12 minutes so far.
Ah, Lord Vivek always had a way with words.
It was alright. It's my friend's Metallica themed birthday. Oh, that sounds really cool, actually. What'd you do?
I wonder why that concerns him. Ask the remaining questions, as my time here is short. An enemy of old, yes, but not the one that Vivek presumes. Sotha Seal imagined multiple scenarios and contemplated endless solutions. He even experimented with his divinity, drawing energy to study before returning it. Loss will come, he foresaw, but not until the collapse of the temple. Now back to sleep.
She made a Master of Puppets cake, had the album art on it. Oh my god, that sounds so detailed. Sounds really cool as well.
I hope that's what Lord Vivek needed. Let's talk outside.
Sounds really neat, actually. I didn't know Metallica still like made music. I remember listening to them so long ago, and then I don't know, their new stuff I really haven't really got into, but should probably check it out again. Sounds like you had a crazy night.
Thank you for helping me complete my task.
By the way, do you still stream
Now,
ESO,
I
or
need to
did you
attend
just
to
like
Vivek
branch
City.
off into like a variety
Have you been
stream,
there?
or do a lot of other
It's
stuff?
amazing. Ziggurats rising out of the water, the moonlit hanging in the sky above. Hey, you should meet me there so I can introduce you to Lord Vivek. Just between us, I understood neither the questions asked nor the answers received. Not that I expected to. Some things aren't meant for mortal minds. That's another reason for you to come to Vivek City, to help me explain what my ancestors said. Excellent. I just need to make a quick stop in Seydanin to check on my original traveling companions. When you get to Vivek City, head right to the palace and I'll meet you there. I know that Lord Vivek will want to reward you for assisting me. I'll be along shortly. When
no
you get to
worries.
Vivek City, head
The
directly
trial didn't
for
even
Lord
happen
Vivek's
yesterday.
palace.
We didn't even get
Once
12.
there,
Like,
I'll
I'm
make
not.
introductions
A lot of
and you
people
can tell
weren't
the
feeling
warrior
it, so
poet
just like, oh,
everything
all
we've
right then.
learned. Of course.
But hopefully today, later,
As I said,
I'll
the
try to get
tribunal
another group up
consists of
going
our
for
3
the
living
vet
gods,
trial.
Vivek, Almalexia, and Sothosia.
How many people can you play
They
Terraria
lead
with
us in
at any given
spiritual
time?
matters and rule over Dunmer society
Is it
as
like
god
unlimited? I thought it was
monarchs of
just
the
like
Dark Elves. I
6
serve
or
Vivek,
something.
but honor the entire tribunal. Unfortunately, no. The Dunmer houses bow to the tribunal, but the savage Ashlanders refuse to acknowledge their divinity. The heretics never allowed themselves to be assimilated into the great houses. Instead, they hold to primitive superstitions.
Most you've had on the server so far is 6. I actually have had Terraria for a long time. I just never really played it because I feel like that's a game you have to play with other people, and I just never really had other people to play with that. But it does seem like a really interesting one. We should play it sometime, actually. Unless you only play it when you're streaming, then probably won't bother you with that. That'd be pretty cool. I know a few friends that play it. Dro does as well, sometimes. Yeah, for sure. I'll do it a little bit later. Probably forget about it, but I'll try to do it. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I've been trying to find more, like, streamer friends, because everyone I know has been just doing YouTube lately, and then, as you may know with the YouTube thingy, there's been a lot of stuff happening with the non-advertiser friendly stuff, so I've been doing a little bit more on here, and then working on that affiliate partnership thingy. So before it was just like it was fine. Now YouTube is like imploding in a way. Yeah, I'm definitely not ad friendly. Like, it's not even that, but I think the bot that tracks your videos or something, they false claim a lot of things which I think aren't reasonable. Like, some of my videos are perfectly fine and it gets hit by claims.
Who helped me at the tomb.
So
Lord Vivek,
some of them
we
I can
don't
understand,
need the
some of
help
them
this
I don't even understand, but it's weird.
Oh hush, Archcanon.
But that's why I'm like streaming more often now.
Outlanders have their usefulness, and this one intrigues me. As you say, I'll be in my office if you need me.
By the way, how long have you been streaming for lately,
Step
actually?
forward,
And what's your
friend of the
schedule?
bull, and
I
let
need
us
to
speak.
check yours out sometime.
Canon Level says you helped him in his mission. As I have written, the one who helps my ally becomes my friend. Despite the Archcanon's concerns, I greet you with sincerity and pose a simple question. Will you assist us further, Outlander? I have ordinators and armigers at my disposal. Vast armies of followers and dedicated priests. What I don't have, however,
No set
is a
schedule,
fresh
but
perspective.
consistently for
Will you
just
set
over a year
aside your
now.
personal
Dang.
goals for a time
I'm surprised you're
and
not
become the
actually
eyes and ears
partnered,
of
are
a
you?
god?
Or, I don't know.
Good. I need assistance to investigate a strange phenomenon that the Ancestor confirmed may indeed be a problem. We'll start with a simple divination ritual. Archcanon Tarvis can tell you what we need to delve into this mystery. The situation that troubles me has taken a toll on my Archcanon, but he's a faithful servant. Tarvis will do as I say.
But yeah, if you want to play some stuff on stream sometime, that'd be cool. I don't know if you were, or you saw any like Destiny gameplay next month, but that seemed pretty neat. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a popular one on PC.
The Daedric Prince. I suppose the same events that concern me might interest Azura, though she could just as easily be the source of these troubles.
How many sub-emotes do affiliates get, actually? Is it just one, or...?
Well, we'll talk more about that when you return. Levoul's ancestor assured me that a source of power remains safe. As for the rest, let the guess ripen in the mind, and only speak when the fruit grows certain. I require more information on this matter.
Okay, I gotcha. I thought you meant like the sub or the emotes that are not for the sub ones, but like the custom emotes, I guess. You know that flag? The first thing I thought was the Canada flag. I was like, wait a second. That's probably why you did that too. I like it. Super nice. What days do you stream again, or do you just like, I know you said no schedule, but like, do you have like 3 like certain days, or just whenever? I mean, I would hope so. If someone paid the highest one, you get all 3. That'd be kind of messed up for Twitch if you only like, nope, you paid for it, you only get the high tier one.
Aye. Lord Vivek sees.
Mondays is almost always a given. These are pretty good days. Have you found like a certain time that works best for like you cap out? If you look at your stats, I guess you can say what times would be like the best for streaming, I guess, like mid-afternoon or something, or night. I've actually been looking through that, especially on YouTube.
Nothing but one
when do most people watch?
Another. How am I expected to get this ziggurat built on time when things constantly go wrong? Don't mind me. I'm just having one of those days. Our blessing stone? Do you know what happens if we give up our blessing stone? Well, neither do I, but I'm sure it won't put us back on schedule or end our string of disasters.
Mid-afternoon dinner.
I'm not one to disagree.
Yeah, that's what I thought too,
but
I guess it really depends on the game.
Lord Vivek? Why didn't you say so? But I'll need your help before I can turn over the blessing stone.
Today's Saturday.
The passage that leads to the consecration chamber collapsed, trapping some of my workers. If you can clear the way, you can borrow the stone. I appreciate the help.
I have no idea. I think there's a lot of factors, but it's just more on the game, I guess, or the person.
Help me.
I thought I was gonna die under there. Oh,
Dude, I don't remember this story at all. I just remember doing it a long time ago when it came out, and then I don't remember anything. What am I doing?
Thank you. I'll go tell the overseer what you did for me.
How did you like the stuff that you bought the other day? Like all those new sets and stuff. Were they good, or didn't like it? Because apparently those are pretty good, but I don't know. Okay, where do I go now? I think I go back to the Archcanon guy. Dude, this place annoys me so much. This area, I have to like maneuver around bridges and whatnot. I like this shiny golden stuff. Yeah, me too. Golden. Today's Saturday, so that means you're streaming later. Gotta go check it out. Have there been any other games you've been playing lately, or is it just ESO and whatever your stream games are?
Praise Vivek!
The Outlander returns. I understand there was trouble at the construction site, but you were able to save a few of the workers. Lord Vivek always draws the straightest arrow from the quiver. Praise the tribunal. Did you bring the blessing stone? Tribunal. Did you bring the blessing stone?
Push the button.
And reveal the source of Lord Vivek's distress. A clockwork mage.
ESO, Terraria, Overwatch. Dude, Overwatch is like... That game stresses me out.
Something interfered.
I like to stream more of the UESP trials and stuff, but I'm never sure if that's okay. To be honest, me too. Like, I think it's usually okay. I usually ask before I do it, and then everyone's cool with it, but usually I'm never sure, because we always have, like, different people every time, but, like,
between the cryptic warnings of the ancestor spirit.
Oh no, the core people we play with normally are usually all okay with it, but it's always just the new people who come along. But usually I think it's okay. But I have no idea either.
I suspect. I should write that down.
I'll definitely ask for you as well, because I'm pretty sure it's usually fine.
We learn from every action we take. Failure or success. Each result teaches us something, at least in the larger sense. To be more specific, no, not as much as I hoped. Images that suggest avenues.
Bought a new house and planned on streaming, decorating it tonight. Dude, I thought about doing that once too, and it's just like, I'm so bad at decorating though. I usually just get other people to do it, because they like doing it. Which house did you get, though?
Listen well, and speak not a word. My divine energy, it drains away. Whether from illness or foul malady, I know not. You must travel the land and seek answers on my behalf. But first, gratitude before service, as I have written. So thank you. The ritual confirmed my worst fears. Divine energy flows out of me for no reason that I can discern.
Quantum or Neurelia.
I felt the power in
yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't. Pretty sure you spelled that one right. That one's a nice one, actually.
To quote my own words as the warrior.
I actually like the newer house that they had as well. The one that came out with the recent Horns of the Reach one, but I was like, yeah, that's a bit expensive.
Of the enemy Levol's ancestor warned us.
But overall, I thought that was nice.
Something drains my energy. Find Archcanon Tarvis in his office.
I like the decorating aspect. It's the same
useful from the ritual.
Reason I like The Sims. I like The Sims too, but just something about decorating in this game is just there's something different about it.
And learn what you can. My divine energy diminishes with every
The purchase took a good chunk of my
But
gold.
the ritual
Yeah,
confirmed
but don't
my
worry.
affection is
Usually,
not natural.
trials makes up for it.
regret that
Like
I
if you
could
do
not
vet trials and all
reveal
that stuff,
the
you just
full
get
nature of
plunder,
these
and then
dire
it builds up
circumstances
over time.
Until your trustworthiness had been demonstrated. Yes. while Archcanon Tarvis has always been cautious about ideas
You wind up with
and
floating items
ideologies
and
that
stuff.
didn't originate
Yeah, you have to
in the
be pretty
tribunal.
precise with that one
And
too.
recently, that
That's what I
prudence has
noticed.
grown 1,000
You have to like
fold.
actually look at it
He's a
in like
faithful
first person to
servant,
see if
however,
it's placed
despite
properly.
his narrow-mindedness. I've always used my power freely and without detriment. I create the blessing stones, hold the moonlit above the city, and perform 100 miracles a day to benefit my people. I begin to feel the toll this liberal application of divinity costs me. I care little for my own safety, but my people are another matter. Without my power to stop it, the moonlit will crash into the city and kill hundreds, perhaps thousands of innocents. And that would be just the start of Vardenfell's woes. At first, I barely noticed the loss of energy. But as I continue to grow weaker, the more it feels like an attack against my person. Besides, the ancestor spirit confirmed that an
Deandra
ancient
gave you
enemy
like
was to
50
blame.
treasure maps, hunting
just
those and
need to
hoping to
determine
build my
who
gold back up.
Before
Yeah, that's probably a good idea too. Sometimes you get lucky. I don't know which maps are good these days anymore because like
let us not
stuff
dwell on
changes, but
disasters to come when we have
I'm pretty
problems
sure
enough
you
to
can.
deal with in the here and now. Consult with
If you like
Archcanon
fishing,
Tarvis
that's a
and
slow
discover the
and
source
painful
of
way to
this
make
attack.
money, but some
Then we can
people
put
like
an
it.
end to it and not
You
worry
get
about
those
what might have been.
thingies that you make the XP potions, I guess.
They always chide me about my flagrant displays of divinity.
You do writs,
So
right?
far,
Like the
I am the only
daily,
one of the
you like
living
your all
gods whose
your
power is
blacksmithing, clothing writs, and all that stuff.
Almalexia hoards her energy
Because you
and
can get
has
the
barricaded her temple against attack.
stuff for that,
As for
and then
Silver
when you
Seal,
sell the master writs, that's pretty much where a lot of money comes from these days.
my brother travels. We have not heard from him for quite some time, but I sense that he remains safe. And in
I did like
possession
an
of his
8-hour
full power.
fishing stream once in ESO like 2 years ago.
I
That
always
was...
wanted to discover the limits of our divinity.
I don't even know how to describe
Perhaps
that.
I will solve that mystery
We had
for
like
him.
4 people just fishing in this game. Pretty much once you hit endgame and all you have is like the best gear and like with the upcoming thing where you can change the traits. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but everyone's talking about it these days where you can change the traits on your weapons. I think getting gear is going to be significantly easier these days.
I have no idea. I traced.
We had to retraits. Was that like on a stream or something? Because I never actually read that anywhere. I kind of just heard it from other people. Alright, so we gotta go discover things all the way around here. It was mentioned during a dev stream. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. But I don't really follow that too much. I feel like the devs don't even play their own game. I'm not gonna lie. How do I get out of here again? Almost just fell in the water there. Oh my goodness.
Have mercy.
We're about to go the long way around. Dang it. We should definitely get a group together tonight. I don't know if you're going to be streaming it tonight, but I'm pretty sure. Or what you're going to be doing tonight in terms of your plans, but I wanted to try to get the trial thingy set up for the weekly. Was not sure if you had other games in mind. Did they actually mention anything else where, like, other stuff coming out, actual content besides the retreat thing in the, like, upcoming months? Besides the Clockwork City, I don't know if there's a date for that one yet. Where am I going? Oh, let's get that Sky Shard. Hadn't figured out what I was going to stream tonight, so if we did a trial and people were cool with that, I'd stream that. Yeah, that's probably cool. I don't know when or what's going to happen though, but I did want to get the weekly done anyway. Just gold stuff. And AA really isn't that difficult at all. I think you were there when we did it once. Okay, so we got to go around. You don't remember anything else? It's all about retrades. Yeah, I kind of figured that. It's a pretty big thing, though. They're making the game more casual friendly. I feel like it's split, like, straight down in half, whether you like it or you don't. I feel like more the new players will like it, but all the veteran players are just like, don't really care or hate it.
I can't believe they want us. You look like the traveling sort. In your excursions, have you perchance come upon a young dark elf named Veya? She went missing a couple of weeks ago and her father desperately seeks any information regarding her whereabouts. That's a shame. Her father, Eris,
I've done one
the house
VA
counselor
run.
here in
It's
Balmora,
pretty much the same thing, just
promises
things
that
hit
anyone
harder
who can
and have more
find
health.
his daughter and return her safely to his side will be well rewarded. You should speak to Counselor Eris. He's opened the kin house to interview potential recruits. Freelancers, as it were. If you're interested, go speak to the counselor. The longer Veya remains missing, the more distressed Counselor Eris becomes.
I remember doing this quest. It was actually a pretty good one. Let's do this one
can
again.
Be found at the Redoran kin house, and do hurry. He's ever so troubled by our failure to locate young Veya. If he finds that an outsider can succeed where the house guard has failed, so be it. I have no issue with Counselor Eris.
Alright, let's just go do the quest now. This one was a pretty good one, so...
Rescuing Sandraz.
I think there was only one or two quests in the Morrowind one where I kind of got confused. It was like... It's pretty much all the puzzle ones anyway. Gather info. Did you actually like 100% it doing all the side missions as well? Because I thought this one was actually pretty good. Even though it's kind of short, like 10 hours-ish, which is... It took them like 3 years to make it, and it was only that long. But I thought it was pretty good. Talk to the miner, dude.
Please,
oh, there are dead people here. Oh, okay.
Those cultists, they're insane.
All right, but keep your voice down. I'll be ready to leave soon enough. In the meantime, if anyone asks, you just hear the call cargo.
You just talk to this dude?
What? Who? This one is just here to haul cargo. Cultists? But this one said nothing about cultists. Perhaps you are thinking of another Khajiit. Look, Renaku just wants to leave all these crazy dark elves behind and find a safer mine to work in. The Shulk ore mine is cursed. No one likes a Gwar liquor, you clawless kitten. It happened a few days back. Weird cultists just barged in and took over the mine. This one managed to get away.
It took me more than 10 hours to do it, but done all the Morrowind content now. Nice.
Now, fish breath.
There are still some achievements that I think I missed, but I don't like on my other character, but I think I did most of it. I wonder if the Clockwork City thingy that they announced a long time ago is going to be like just a story, or any story, or just a trial. I have no idea. You didn't even get a die for fishing. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't bother fishing at all. Did you get anything from it, or is it just not really worth doing?
Ow! Stupid dog. What happened? Let me see.
You shouldn't be here. Didn't you read the House Redarin proclamation? I wouldn't be here myself, but some of my miners are still in there. Our mine? Problem. Really?
Alright, pretty much in this mission, you just go find things, explore the cave, and don't die. There was no reward other than getting the achievement. Oh. Well then. Not sure if worth then. There are some people that actually spend hundreds of hours getting the fishing boat thingy, and you can't even use it. It's more like a decoration too. And it's like, dang, I wanted to do that, but man, I can't be bothered just fishing all day for a decoration. Didn't really realize it until I was done. At least you have bragging rights, though. You can say you beat it.
This mine belongs to us now.
Did you ever go into Cyrodiil and get like half of the skills that are good? On your Magsork, you probably want to get Purge, at least. For Magic, you want Purge, or Stam, you want pretty much up to like Caltrops. I was watching Game of Thrones at that time, and I just mindedly fishing, watching the show. Yeah, that's a great way to do it. Make sure to stay off the internet on Sundays. That's where everything gets spoiled. There's a IC event right now. Isn't that for only Imperial City? Or is that entirely Cyrodiil as well? Or you just get double... Is it just Telvar stones? I saw it like when I was logging in. It's like, here, IC event. I'm like, okay. That... Just double like Telvar stones or something.
Did you find what you were looking for in the mine?
Yeah, I haven't looked at it closely either.
I perfectly understand. I think I'll wait a little longer and see if any of my miners were able to escape from the cultists. Good luck with your mission, whatever it is.
By the way, since you stream too, I was actually curious, what kind of headset and mic do you have, and like webcam? Because I was actually thinking of picking up a new one at some point, but trying to get like ideas of what other people use and see what's good and whatnot. No, don't attack. Oh, I just ran right into a tree.
May I be of service?
Yes.
By the way, how's the
Is there
audio for
something I
everyone
can
else
do
who
for
is
you,
here? Is it like
Outlander?
too low, too loud? Can adjust it. Game audio, voice, and everything.
My daughter has been gone too long, and the house guard can't seem to find a wall in the corner. But why should I trust you with this task? Tell me, Outlander, how can you succeed when my forces continue to fail time and time again? An interesting insight. Perhaps you can find my daughter. Veya can handle herself, but the father worries, you understand? Anyway, I agree with your assessment. That's why I'm willing to bring in outside help on this. Veya fled
Spent
after
all
a
my
family...
money on the PC, so use a Turtle Beach headset and mid-range Logitech
She's run
webcam.
away before,
Yeah, I heard a
but
lot
I'm
of people
concerned that
actually
she might
use the
have something
Logitech
more
like
permanent in
C920
mind
or
this
something like
time,
that.
and more dangerous. Veya knows how to evade the house guard. But
I
as
actually
you
have
said,
one, but then I haven't
she
used it in a
doesn't
while.
know you.
Heard it's still pretty good though.
Captain Briven oversees the house's attempt to locate my daughter. You should speak to him and see what his investigation has already turned up. He's probably patrolling the town square at this time of
So
day.
you have like a gaming
Briven's
PC
soldiers
now.
have been
It's pretty
trying to
good.
get information out of Veya's friends. But those young men and women are almost as good at avoiding the house guard as my daughter. Veya has always been fascinated by the Morag Tong. Even admired one of their agents when she was growing up. It's possible she sought refuge with this agent, or even decided to join the organization. Though I hope I am wrong about that. The Morag Tong? They're an ancient guild of assassins sanctioned by the tribunal to carry out honorable writs.
So wait,
of
your
execution.
microphone is the one on your headset,
Ostensibly,
or do
they're
you have like a
supposed to keep
separate
the
one?
houses from resorting
Because I
to
know a lot of
all-out
people are
war.
like split between
But I still
headset
find the
mic and
practice
standalone.
barbaric. Someone of no consequence. Veya's...
It's the one on my headset. It's not bad. Yeah, I used to actually use a Turtle Beach for console stuff, and then decide to upgrade. Pretty much all the money that like YouTube and streaming I get just pretty much goes back right into quality improvements and stuff.
That was a brave deed. Rest
And yes, a gaming PC, namely processor. Yeah, that's a pretty important
I can't
one.
believe Lord Vivek wouldn't see worshippers today.
He's
Hold
a
on.
living god.
Where am I going?
I'm sure he was just busy. We should have waited longer.
I know.
Talk to the captain again. Dude, I was just there. What is this? Hello?
Not now, Outlander. If you need some sort of assistance, go find one of the house guard. You must be one of the freelancers the Council employed to supplement the duties of the house guard. Very well. I'll tell you what I know. Veya ran away. Again. I hope you can succeed when my troops have failed. If anything happens to Veya... I've known the Relith family since I was a child. Veya is like a sister to me, and I'll do everything in my power to get her home safe and sound. Even trust an Outlander. We think her friends may know where she is, but they keep eluding us. Perhaps, as long as you don't get too close. They've been running notes of late. I think it has something to do with Veya, but the runners keep evading my guards. Look for a group meeting on the other side of town, and see if you can follow the note. When you find Veya's friends, remember, could be a lot.
Alright. Spy on people. I'm gonna be a creeper. Just stalk. I don't remember if there's any good rewards from this other than doing the story, or did you get like a skill point? Is it in here? Nope.
Get this letter to Trevis. It's important. Just don't let House Weathering get their hands on it.
Okay, this was for another quest.
If you think you're being followed, find a place to hide. Good luck.
I could use a break.
It doesn't tell you where it is. Out of curiosity, what do you do in ESO nowadays? Because I think you're still leveling or something, but not super sure.
I saw you head across the bridge toward Veya's friends. So, how did you fare, Outlander? Did you learn anything that might help us find the Councillor's daughter? Drevis? That laggard? I never understood what Veya saw in him. I suggest you go back and try again. Just do a better job of keeping your distance and don't lose sight of the note carrier. That's our best chance of learning anything.
I've been working my way through all the zones, finishing quests on your main. Nice. I actually like the Auradon or the Dominion more. Like that area, just the Dominion area was just the nicest one of all in my opinion. So many colorful places. Oh, we have to go spy on people again. Did I like fail it the first time or?
Get this letter to Drevis.
Come,
it's important.
imbibe.
Just don't let House
Put your
Weathering get
cares
their hands on it.
aside.
If you think you're being followed, find a place to hide. Good luck.
Alright, this game and like tracking missions are wonky and I never really know how far to like stay behind someone or if they look back.
Stay away from me, I'm warning you.
Fuck.
Help me turn my luck.
I sort of go wherever I want. Yep. Pretty much. Gotta follow the dude with the glowing hand, I think. I hate trailing missions in pretty much every game. Don't turn around. Definitely doing them out of order. Yeah, ever since they made it so you can just do whatever you want. I mean, I thought that was good, but I still thought you should do like one at a time, like one story zone at a time, not just like going from like Pack to Dominion and whatnot.
Hello, can I help you?
It might make more sense.
Wait a moment. You're one of
But
those
yeah.
hirelings House Redden pays to harass us simple folk. Look, all Veya wants to do is to find out what happened to her brother. Too bad the house doesn't seem to care a swit about any of that. Veya wants nothing to do with the house or her father. Why can't any of you respect that? Even if I wanted to
You're going
help,
by
I haven't
alliance.
seen
Oh yeah,
Veya
that's what I
since
meant.
she
Just
snuck out
like
of town.
go by alliance, not just like
Communicate by
one
notes,
mission
and this
in
one
one
isn't even
zone,
about her.
another mission in a completely new zone. The story will just like confuse you if you're actually paying attention to that.
Well, if you must know, it concerns Veya's brother.
I'm done all.
He was an
EP
officer in the
and
House
doing
Guard
DC
before he
at the
vanished
moment.
without a
Nice.
trace. We've been trying
DC
to
wasn't
help
bad. It's
Veya
just the
find him.
environments were just like it's always rainy and stuff. It's just like and then I don't know. I just like colorful, sunny things.
A local tough goes by the name of Ashur. He delivers the letters. We usually meet him outside of town to the northeast. But good luck trying to get any information out of him. Ashur is not known for his conversational skills. I think we're done here, don't you? I told you where to find Ashur. He's been passing our notes on to Veya. Just to the north and east, outside of town. Sorry about that. She ran away.
Oh, alright. We had like a persuasion and intimidation thing. I just kind of clicked through it. Don't worry, we got this. We'll get to the important parts. The struggle between playing two different MMOs at once, you kind of just forget where all your keys are. One MMO I play, my horse key is on my 0, and then here's on H by default. You know, I actually don't think there are many interesting upcoming games for September, but I know in October there's quite a few. Rip.
I had that situation under control. Just needed them to make the first hostile move. Still, I cleaned enough blood off my axes for one day, so thanks for lending a hand. You were you? Was it Melissa? I told her I'd close out my tab after I completed another contract. That woman has the patience of an anxious Nyx. Well, tell her I'm good for it. I'll stop by and we can conclude our business cordially.
Out of curiosity, when did you get your affiliate thingy? Like you said, you've been streaming for a while, and then when did like the invite come out for you?
Are you now? And why do you want to do that? Never mind, I don't really care. I was asked to pass along some notes, but I'm not really the messenger type. I suggest you talk to Veya's mentor. Last I heard, she had a job in the Western Ruins. Make sure you don't anger Veya's mentor, or even look at her the wrong way.
I think it was within 2 or 3 weeks after the program went live. Oh, nice.
Of that young woman. And if
You're
she
set.
thinks you pose
I'm pretty
a
sure as
danger,
long as you don't quit streaming, you'll keep it, even if
I'd
you
hate to see
don't
you wind up
like
on the
make
wrong
the X
end
amount of
of one
money
of our
that you're
wits.
required to, as they said, like on the public thingy.
You know, the usual buyer's remorse. I see a lot of that in my line of work. Turns out, I had to kill a bad man who did bad things. The writ was legal and above board. Unfortunately, his brother didn't see it that way and was looking for revenge.
You have to wait 2 months to get the sub button part. Really? Some people I know that got it the next day. Like got the affiliate invite and then got their sub button within the same week or something. I don't know. I guess it's like a personal, individual thing, but who knows? Oh yeah. To be honest, ever since like a few years ago when I made my Twitch account, it wasn't really about the money. It was just more about like having the button and having all the cool emotes and stuff. That's what I thought was cool about it. Who's your I know you said you have a graphic designer, but did they do like all your thingies or just your emotes? I don't know if you have like an intermission screen or anything when you swap. Oh yeah, speaking of that, you heard of the Stream Deck, right? From Elgato. I was thinking about getting one of those, but then I was like, I don't know. It's kind of pricey, but I actually considered getting one. It's literally just pushing buttons. Super nice.
Leave me, Outlander. Let me die in the shame I've brought to Malakath. Defeated by a lone warrior. Malakath will laugh at our incompetence. An assassin. Probably a Morag tongue. She tracked our leader here. But she doesn't know. We set a trap inside the ruins. Oh.
She's just one woman!
Yeah, I've been like trying to design my own stuff lately, but now it's just like it made me realize how terrible I am at making thumbnails and designs. And it's dead. But yeah, I've been looking to rebrand. I'm just, I've been lazy to do it. Oh yeah, one thing I had a question. I'm pretty sure you can answer this, but like, you know how for partners and affiliates, there's this thing where like you can make money off games that are based on what you're playing. Did that work for you, or is it just like, is it still like a wonky thing in progress?
Let the assassin come. I'm tired of running and she doesn't frighten me.
I don't think I've played any game with that option. Really? I've seen it on Elder Scrolls before. Pretty sure like a lot of games have it. I just wasn't sure exactly how that worked. But you know, like when you see someone's page and then they're playing a said game, it's like, here, buy this game, and then it takes you to somewhere. But I figured I'd ask you since you probably knew about it. I did try this early access MOBA called Paladins. Oh yeah, I got an invite to that one too. It's just, I don't know about that one. It wasn't bad, it's just I didn't really get into it. They gave it out to like YouTubers and streamers a lot. What other games do you like playing besides MMOs and MOBAs?
Excuse me, hero. I have to see an orc about a writ.
I've been trying to branch out and just find a lot of games, but I need... Oh no, I think you'd be a good friend to play just a lot of other variety stuff with.
A mistake? Well,
I have no idea what I'd want to play though either, so that's
I'll just let the
mostly the
Talvara
problem.
know. I'm sure Mage Valen will understand.
Oh, that's a relief. I thought for sure you were going to kill me.
I am.
Platformers and retro stuff. Yeah, I hate platformers. I'm so bad at it. That's probably why.
Too. Oh well. I suppose we ought to discuss what you're doing here. I have to admit, when I saw you, I thought, what the tusk are you doing down here? Pardon my orcish. Did you really follow me across the continent? That shows commitment. Kind of creepy, but still a lot of commitment. Oh, that's not what I expected. But you can just turn around and leave. You're not going to find her. Veya's going through a difficult time right now, and the last thing she needs is some house veteran lackey adding to her pain and confusion. I know you, hero. It's old man Eris I don't trust. He didn't tell you about Veya's brother, did he? How House Redron exiled their favorite son. No? I didn't think so. Veya deserves answers, and I promise to help her. You need to just walk away.
Oh yeah, for one thing here, I was wondering, like, if you did the quest with Naryu before, did she have different dialogue?
Outsiders? Is her father really that desperate? Look, tell Eris that Veya's safe and you'll see her soon, but no more outsiders. If my organization gets skittish, they'll return to the shadows and take Veya with them. We'll only deal with you. Well, it's not exactly a lie, and I don't want things to get out of hand. I'll arrange a meeting, provided Veya agrees. You let Eris know she's safe. Get him to stop hiring freelancers before someone gets hurt. I'll send word when we're ready. Ah, were you imagining a hot bath?
Yeah, because the first time I did it, I did it on a character that's never done like the other quests, so I didn't know if you had different dialogue.
We're up to our armpits in the usual
Interesting.
muck and mire, just like old times. All this, and things are looking up for my organization too. I suppose if you're in for a sliver, you might as well be in for the log. I'm with the Morag Tong, and what you witnessed was a legal
Fun talking
murder.
to Naryu when you play a
According
female
to my writ,
character.
the
Yeah.
orc had to die, so I killed him. Now, If you don't mind, I need to get back to Veya. Veya
Is there
and I
actually
have
something
a
different
history.
though, or is it just
Her
like?
brother, too. They were good
I don't know.
kids. Like to watch me train.
What an interesting character.
Now I feel responsible for her. When she came to me looking for help and asked to join the Morag Tong, who was I to refuse? That was her decision, not mine. Veya's good with a blade and tracks like a Nord Ranger. She's a natural at this, and it gives
She's
me a
just
chance
as
to keep an
flirty.
eye
Oh
on
yeah.
her. So now I'm her mentor and she's my
Interesting.
apprentice. I wouldn't have it any other way. That was poetry in motion. Not only is my organization getting choice assignments again, but we're starting to recover some of our prestige. Specifically, these Malakath cultists interfered with House Telvanni, so they had to be dealt with. Oh, him? No one special. Just the leader of this particular band of mad cultists. His name was on the writ, so I had to end him. It's what I do, after all, and I do it so well.
Alrighty, so I think we're like halfway done with this quest entirely. Maybe half. Not really. I think everyone gets on in a few hours, so then by then we can get the trial set up, but I don't know. Everyone seems busy right now. Not sure how long you're going to be available for. Oh, what the heck? Where is this? I got lost for a second. What time are you aiming for? I have to do errands and stuff, which I should really do. Hopefully 9:30, 10-ish. I don't know actually, but after 8, before like 10 or 11 Eastern. That's the plan, but usually things don't work out on schedule as usual. Should I go to that island? I think you go there eventually. We'll just get it later. I have errands to do. Welcome to being an adult. Gotta go grocery shopping. One of the worst life activities ever. You meet people who like give zero fucks about their kids, let them wander and around in the grocery store. People who park their carts in the middle of the aisle. Dude, that triggers me so much sometimes. I hate grocery shopping. Just people in general. Zero situational awareness. So I think we go here. I was just here. I'm an idiot. I didn't see the little marker. I love shopping for food, just doing dishes. More or less, but then the people you encounter at the grocery store are just like...
How can I help you?
I don't know.
I'm surprised to see you back here.
Hey,
As you said, when
trash. I wish they gave you like actual good stuff as rewards that people would actually use. Wouldn't that be nice?
Well, look at that. Now you say... Did I mention how much I hate being a messenger?
You know what's great?
Makes me wish I had
Something
a
I've
website
actually
that
been
kills
considering is just getting
Anyway, now you want to
paper,
talk
plastic
to.
plates,
Said
and
you'd know what it was all
utensils. Save me so much time. But then that only goes so far.
Here. This should explain everything, sort of. It's a map. We change locations every other day for security reasons. Just in case it falls into the hands of House Redorin.
Kinda.
With an axe to grind with our organization.
Yeah. but I'm also
Never
lazy.
had to use a map before. Amateurs. This one leads to a key
On the
to
plus
one of
side,
the
I
safe
actually do
houses,
recycle
another
and
map.
all that stuff.
The first
Separate
map, it
trash
depicts a
and
particular town,
plastic.
kind of like this one. Hint, hint.
Unlike
The
other
rest?
people who just toss
You'll have to
everything in
figure
like
that out on
one
your own.
disposable bag.
Look, I know you're helping Councillor Eris, but if that map falls into House Redoran hands, I'll probably have to kill you. Nothing personal, mind you. We're already having a bit of trouble with the house, and we'd rather not make matters worse. What are you implying? Can't a person do something nice to help out an ally every now and again? Oh, who am I kidding? I hate playing the messenger. Haven't you ever done something you hate because it was the right thing to do? Then you understand what I'm talking about. Being noble, doing the honorable thing. It can be a real pain in the arse, but a favor given becomes a favor returned. Eventually. Well, look at you. Then you understand.
Alright, so we went over that map. Okay, so by the boat, I remember doing this, like, I'm an idiot. I don't actually remember. If I were to guess, it's like on the side of like one of these areas, so let's go look for it. I think I just left the city when I meant to go in.
Even if you hadn't destroyed those shipments, I'm sure.
Alright, so there's a boat right there. There's actually only 1 or 2 quests that I had to actually Google because of me being an idiot and not figuring out the puzzles. Alright, so this one is by the tree on the left. The big tree. Not sure if it's this one though. There's another tree next to... It's not this one. Oh, found it. It shouldn't have clipped through the wall. Puzzle master.
Sorry about all the subterfuge, but we can't be too careful when it comes to security around here. Don't be so eager, my darling. It reveals too much about your ultimate intentions. But yes, Veya would very much like to meet with you. You intrigue her, and your connection to her father could prove beneficial once she knows she can trust you. Redoran records. House officials keep track of everything. Incidents, commendations, births and deaths. Whether important or mundane, they detail it all.
Has Twitch been laggy for you the past few days when you're streaming? It's just like things feel I don't drop any frames, but it just feels like it's wonky to servers at least, and I've tried switching a few.
You had to know your hands were going to get dirty eventually. You are dealing with assassins and politicians after all. The local keeper of records, Lord Drono,
It felt strange for the past few days.
Townhouse should be
yeah,
right.
I think I know. It's hard to describe it, but I think I know exactly whatever you're feeling. That's pretty much what it felt like for me. Alright, so registry over there. It's at the top. Oh yeah, you don't do YouTube videos or anything, right? Just streaming? Wait, this way? Yeah, maybe.
Don't cause trouble.
What the hell? See the marker. Alright, there's definitely...
Well?
The objective says in that house. I think we have to break in that house. Let's go. The marker wasn't there before. YouTube has a stream archive. Yep. That's... I do that too. Take highlights and stuff. Oh, broke. Breaking and entering. We got this.
The Gart is on its way, intruder.
I have to prevent attacking innocents on... Oh my god. Huh. Can't stop me. I'm not the best at video editing, so I generally leave my Twitch streams as it is when I upload. Can't you, like... There's no way to edit on Twitch? Well, I think there is. I've seen it, but I didn't know if, like, you could just cut out highlights. Yeah, I really haven't looked into it far either.
Still alive, I see. And since you're here, that means you weren't captured and hauled off to a Redoran dungeon. Good for you. Were you able to acquire the registry? And does it contain any information about Veya's brother, Ulron? Ulron was exiled? That can't be right. He's an exemplary officer and a good man. Plus, he's the son of a counselor. Why in oblivion would House Redoran banish one of their brightest stars? I can see that. There has to be more to the story, but I'm not sure how we get it. Still, you proved you could be trusted, and you admirably performed this task. So I suppose I should let you meet with Veya now. There's an abandoned cave along the coast. It's in the swamp and smells like rot, which makes it the perfect place to hide. Veya's supposed to wait inside, but she's bored. I know she's been sneaking out. You'll find her in the cave or just outside. Get to the swamp and find Veya. She's eager for any information about her brother, so she's really going to appreciate getting that registry. Just try not to be too charming when you meet her hero. She has enough distractions as it is. Veya would face too many temptations here in Balmora. Friends, favorite places, familiar sights and sounds... Not to mention the proximity to all things House Redoran. Even the most thick-headed house guard would eventually stumble over her. Oh, don't thank me, hero. As long as you're useful and don't betray us, then we're engaged in a mutually beneficial arrangement. Cross us in any way, however, and you'll never see my blade before it plunges into your heart. Veya's young, bored, and stubborn. That makes revolt.
Wasn't there like two options for this quest that at the end? I'm gonna do the other one that I haven't chose.
Blame her for assuming I'm not aware
We'll
of
see
her
you
little
later.
excursions. I thought I trained her better than that. Dangers are...
Alright, anyway. I think each like quest or storyline in very like the specific areas, like here, and somewhere else, are like an hour or two long. Go to the swamp. Excellent.
Halt, Fetcher!
Oh my goodness.
Oh, look what... Now get lost, scum.
There's another quest over here. Should probably just accept that while I'm out here. Oh yeah, this one takes a while. It's just whenever I get it done. Wish there was a shortcut here, but nope. Just gotta go all the way around, I think, in the swamp area. There's no, like, shortcut out. Or there could have been. We're going around a long way. What is that? Is that cornflower? I need that. Cornflower, important. Dude, I get distracted so often. I just like have to get all of this stuff. When I first started this game, I would skip like pretty much everything, and then now I pick it up. Oh, I thought that was cornflower. Nope. Just a lot of random stuff over here. Hello?
And you're sure it's Veya?
Always
House
pick up the
Redoran
mats,
isn't
yeah.
emptying its coffers so you can chase your own tails out here.
You pay the war claws well, because the war claws are the best there is. We have the kitten's scent. It's just a matter of time before my warriors catch her.
Of course, Ferrara. Just make sure
Are you
she
actually
doesn't
playing
get
at
out
the
of the
same
swamp.
time, or are you just like watching stuff?
Khajiit. The Count. My mercy. Veya's.
Ferhara assumes the Councilor's minions will not present a problem for the war claws. Yes, Captain?
Running around finding all the
Outlanders have
treasure
been
maps the
warned,
Andrew gave you. Did you get anything good? I don't even know what's, I assume you have a lot of stuff. Whenever I do the writs and just get a treasure map, I kind of just leave it in my inventory until like I get a lot and just do them all at once. And then I forget about it most of the time. Alright, let's get this thingy over here, get that discovered, and then we'll go to the objective. That's done. Alright, where are we going now? It's all the way. Oh, okay, so go straight up and the objective. More treasure maps, malachite shards, stuff to decon, research. Yeah, you should always have something on research at all times. It just takes so long. Eventually it's like 30 days, so I'd probably recommend if you have any like Nirnhone stuff, get that one done first. Because Nirnhone is actually pretty good nowadays, so if you can research some of those things, I would recommend doing that early on while you have the chance.
By the three, you really shouldn't sneak up on a person like that. If you're working with those mercenaries, I assure you, you won't take me without a fight. Oh, right. Now you mentioned something about that. Look, I can't wait to hear what you learned, but the swamp is crawling with mercenaries. There's a cave to the northeast. We can talk there. Unfortunately, there's a mob of those beast people between here and the cave. I was going to try and sneak past them, but every time I get too close, I think one of them catches my scent. You're going to tackle that mob of fur and claws? I'm
Should buy
impressed.
Nernton stuff for research.
Meet me at the cave when you're finished.
Yeah, it's pretty
I think we have
cheap,
a lot to
except
talk
for the
about.
weapons. Those are pretty expensive. But
try
if
not to get
you
killed.
want
I
to just
really
go
want
around
to know what you
Craglor and
came all
collecting
this
all
way
the
to tell
mats,
me.
I'm pretty sure you'll get it. I think the drop rate's a little bit higher than normal.
Meet me in the cave to the north when you finish with the mercenaries.
Defeat the war claws. Got it.
I can smell the dark elf kitten. Looks like we're the first ones here.
Warclaws! Let's flay this outsider!
Nailed it. First try. It's always funny. They make the storyline super easy, which makes sense, but it's a little too easy, even for the people who just bought it.
What do you think of my luxurious accommodations? It's got dirt and rock, fungus and a poultry fire, all the comforts of home. Anyway, you said you had information about my brother, Oran. What did you find out?
If you're thinking about getting
No,
Nernton,
that
I'd
can't
probably
be
start
right.
recommending
Oran's
the
honorable
staves
and
first.
noble. He's
and
a
then,
model soldier. What could he
yeah,
possibly done
stuff
to
for your
warrant being
staves, and
banished?
then anything else should be high priority.
What? My brother has always been interested in the Ashlanders. Even showed them a kindness the rest of the house doesn't approve of. But for him to kill someone, especially one of his own soldiers, something terrible must have happened. I know the tribe that Oran liked to help, brought them supplies and such. He'd go and visit their camp whenever our father wasn't paying attention. Will you go with me to talk to them? Wait, someone's coming.
She can handle herself just fine, hero. Veya, grab your things. It's time to go.
Go? Why? What's going on?
The Warclaws are marching toward this cave along with half the House Redrin soldiers in Balmora. We need to go now.
Damn it! They must have followed us. I'll get my stuff.
Dealing with an arrogant, impatient, overconfident young woman. Now I know how my mother must have felt. We need to move. It won't take those damn cats long to find this place, not with their sense of smell. The back tunnels. Better than heading out the front door and right into the main contingent of Redrin troops. Councillor Eris brought additional soldiers from town. He's intent on getting his daughter, and he may have the numbers to do it. One more thing. The back tunnels wind their way through territory that House Redrin recently acquired. We may run into some resistance, but it shouldn't be as bad as what's waiting outside the front of the cave.
Alrighty, so going out here. I don't remember if this
Does the
is
ceiling look unstable to you?
halfway. Dude, those crystals are so nice. They had it in the Cold Harbor. Actually, have you been to Cold Harbor lately? By any chance? I don't know what the weekly vendor selling and Cyrodiil.
Blind date. This looks promising. Let's give it a try.
Everything looks the same. I did go check out the Cold Harbor, but can't remember what was for sale. I heard it was like a repeat of
That must be the way out.
something previously, so I'm not sure. And then there's the Cyrodiil vendor. I'll probably check that a little bit later. By the way, for Terraria, do you have like a certain server, or is it just like
Oh no.
based on the host?
Father ruins everything. I'm so close to finding my brother, and he shows up to drag me back home. Well, I'm not going back without a fight. You do that for me? Thanks, I guess. But what can you possibly do against all those soldiers? My father brought the whole damn army with him this time. Clever. Tell my father whatever he wants to hear. That might actually work. Afterward, meet me at the Ashlander camp to the south. My brother would often visit that particular tribe. It's as good a place as any to start. Once I find Ulran and make sure he's alright, I'll meet with my father. But that meeting will be on my terms, not his.
Yeah, because I
actually
just bought one once for Minecraft and just had some people play it. That was pretty cool. And they just kind of died out. So I'm not sure like how worth it is or how many people would be interested. I've always had that thought in my mind. Just should I get one for everyone? All right, let's talk to the dude.
The captain reported that he had seen you in the area. There are also multiple reports that Veya has been spotted. Tell me, have you seen my daughter? I won't sleep well until
So like,
she's home,
if you host one
safe and sound.
and you get a new person, do you just have like your own area and then I don't know, people just build around it or something like that?
I also said that the captain has his own resources. The war claws report to Briven, not me. Look, we're all just trying to get my daughter home safely. Now, tell me what Veya's thinking. It was a gamble, I admit. An opportunity I couldn't let slip away. You won't make me feel guilty about trying to find my daughter. So, where and when will Veya meet with me? Very well. We'll
I think
do
on the
this her
server
way.
I've been using while streaming,
Veya
there's
can
3
be as
separate
stubborn
houses.
as her mother
Oh, neat.
sometimes. But tell my daughter that my patience won't last forever. Next time, I expect Veya to be with you. Or I might just let Captain Briven do this his way. Do as I command, and let them pass.
Alright, so there's a shrine up here. Let's go pick that one up, and then we'll go back to doing the quest. Gotta make sure I get the shrine. Those are important.
I demand to see my brother. Lay hands upon me.
One thing I noticed, since you're like a variety streamer as well, is like we usually get less views than people who were to play just one game full time. It's just, I don't know, I just don't think I could do that. Playing one game for like years. Just kind of run out of things to do.
Well, those certainly aren't Ashlanders, not with those tails.
This is disturbing. I can't believe this. Why allow the Warclaws to run roughshod over the camp like this? What's House Redoran thinking? And what in the name of the three have they done with the Ashlanders? My brother often visited this camp. Took me along a couple of times. It used to be such a vibrant place. So full of life. I know House Redoran wants to expand along the western coast, but I never expected they'd set the Warclaws loose like this. If Ulran was here, he'd never stand for the Warclaws invading the camp. He told me the Ashlanders were the same as you and I. Different beliefs don't necessarily make people bad.
That's true. Yeah.
We need to see if we can find out.
I don't know. I would love to play ESO a lot. It's just the content they come out with, it lasts like maybe a week, and then I'm bored of it again, and then they come out with something good maybe
I really want to help,
once every other
Nari
year,
won't hear
or
of
like
it.
once a year
We
maybe.
don't get our hands
Like
dirty
Orsinium was
unless there's a
great.
writ attached.
Then there's 3
She's
years
so
of just
fond of
like
reminding me.
half-assed Thieves
We'll hang
Guild,
around and wait for you to find something
Brotherhood.
before we
I
move
mean,
in.
I enjoyed it, but Kind of wish all of them were like Morrowind open worlds, new city areas.
Veya, I don't think this is a good
Not
idea.
just like
We're
a
trying to keep you out of House Redren
required
hands, remember?
You're
path
not
line.
my parent, Nario. I can take care of myself, even if the mother of Blades doesn't think.
All right, so we got that. Need a few more. Am I actually, is this quest the right one? Those do not look like grapes.
Aid me!
Tossing caltrops in the middle of the tent. What? Alright, so enter the mine. You got this. I don't actually remember this. I did this quest before, but I don't remember doing it.
We're just going to fly then? Even the Redren?
The captain called them traitors and savages. Said they go to...
Intruders! War claws! Attack!
Oh, he dead.
Down here! Come on! Wait. What's that smell?
Veya, stay back. You don't need to see
Oh
this.
my goodness.
What happened here? Oh gods! They murdered these poor Ashlanders! Oh no! Oran! Oran! Wake up, please!
Veya shouldn't have had to see this. Even I'm finding it hard to believe that the mercenaries would slaughter these Ashlanders for no reason. Not to mention the son of a house councillor. Doesn't make any sense. I suppose anything could happen in the heat of the moment. But to kill a Redren, even an exiled one, that's presumptuous even for the war clause. I wonder if Eris knows about this. I'm not sure how Veya's going to get her answers now. I've seen these before. They use them in... Veya shouldn't have had to see this. I've seen these before. They use them in Eastmarch to record and send important messages. They're expensive and as rare as a sober Nord, but Oron was always attracted to the contrivances of other cultures. Shall we see what it has to say?
Forcing myself to go adult. Alright. Have a good day. Thanks for dropping by. Maybe we'll stream the trial a little bit later.
If you're listening
Not sure
to
when
my
you'll be
voice,
back,
know
but
that my time is
hopefully.
short, and what I have to say is important.
I mean, unless it takes you like 4 hours to go grocery shopping and
Everything
do
that
life
happened was a
activities.
deliberate act to
I'm sure you'll
destroy
be fine.
I need to report the events so my sister can learn the truth.
Have a good day.
About her brother. You have to understand, I don't share my house's hatred and distrust of Ashlanders. So, during my normal patrol, when I heard that Ashlanders had come to Balmora and were causing trouble, I was dubious to say the least. I arrived to find one of my soldiers arguing with the Ashlanders. He spat at them, called them savages. When one of the Ashlanders objected, my soldier drew his sword. Before I could intervene, my soldier's blade struck him down. I ordered the soldier to stand down, but he ignored me and stepped toward the second Ashlander.
This story or this quest line entirely was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
I had to. Before I knew it, I was dragged before the Redren Council and exiled. I never even got to say farewell to my sister. I believe I was set up for this fall, but I don't know by who. I came to this camp for shelter, but House Redren's reach grows ever longer. Now Captain Briven's here. I'm going to talk to them, just in case I made this stone for my sister Veya.
again. Damn it. What am I supposed to do?
I agree with Ulron's assessment. Certainly sounds like someone led him into a situation guaranteed to make him fail. I can't believe he put this burden on Veya, though. What was Ulron thinking? I didn't say that. I'm just not sure how to proceed. We're entering dangerous waters here, going up against House Redrin, and we don't even have a writ to protect us. I'm going to take Veya and head back to our safe house in Balmora. They found our cave, but the abandoned basement is still secure. After that, I'm not sure. The Morag Tong has rules. If I break them, I'll have to deal with the consequences. We can't just kill with wild abandon. We follow a code. We only execute those whose names appear on sanctioned writs. If we kill respectable citizens without a writ, that's just murder. So, without proof and a proper writ, my hands are tied. You do that, but be careful. We're not sure who in the House Redrin is involved, and I'd rather not see you wind up like these poor Ashlanders. Veya and I still need your help to get to the bottom of all of this. We'll see you in Balmora, hero.
Alright, so we're gonna get to this one. Counselor Eris. I would use a way shrine, but don't know if I'll need it in the future in like the next 5 minutes. By the way, everyone who's just now tuning in, welcome. Hope you are all having a fantastic day. We're about like 2 hours into it. We started the Morrowind quest line again on this character today, so probably finish it up within the next few days, but we're gonna do the Veya quest line all the way here in Balmora, because that one is a really interesting one. I enjoyed it. Alright, where's town? Not that way. We have to go circle around just to get back to the area in town. No, no aggro. I thought that was another one of those ancestral silks. What is that? Oh, pure water. Nope. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to let me know. Got you. Going back to here? Yeah. Can I make the jump? No, I can't. Alright, so we gotta talk to the dude again. See what he says.
Customers are always welcome.
And so the Outlander returns, as we discussed in the swamp. I expected you to return with Veya, or present me with a time and place for us to meet. Tell me, Outlander, which is it to be? Complication? What kind of complication? I ordered my soldiers to stand down and let you do things your way. But instead of results, you bring me excuses. No, that's not possible. My son was banished, ordered to leave Vardenfell and never return. Why would he disobey me and go to those savages? Veya was with you? And you left her out there? By the three, everything is unraveling no matter how hard I try to maintain control. I need you to do something else for me, if you would, Outlander.
That's deep. Alright. Oh, we got a bow.
sorry.
You know how all these items are that they give you for rewards are set? I wonder how they pick the worst possible trait for you to give. At least give me a sharpened one.
Considered payment for your efforts thus far. If you'll excuse.
Hold on. Weapons are fine. Out of curiosity for all of you here, what are your thoughts on the retrait system that's coming out in the future? Always, I don't know how I feel about it. It's like sometimes it feels like it's good, sometimes it doesn't. I feel like it's more for like a newer player thing. And then people who are just at the end game don't really care too much or hate it. It's one of those. Let's talk to the fishing lady. Is that a lady? No, that's a dude.
Do you make a hat?
Talk to the person next to the horse stable. No, what are you doing? Are you on the outside? Oh yeah, you are. I can see things through walls.
My, you look like a well-traveled individual. If you're looking to give your mount a well-deserved rest, you've come to the right place. We know how to pamper a loyal guar in Balmora. My father? Oh no, has he taken a fall? Or did he ask you to do something for him? He's been declining of late, and I'm afraid he's not entirely in his right mind. Oh, Mills. He was so young when Mother passed. I've tried to explain that Father had to work to keep a roof over our heads, but it's been difficult. I raised Mills myself while Father was away, which was often. He's never forgiven Father for that. Oh, yes. Father is well regarded among the Telvanni masters, even though he's never aspired to be one himself. Master Drenim trusts him implicitly, and if you know anything about the Telvanni, that's impressive on its own. They don't trust easily.
Alright, so we're not trying to do the Balmora one. We're gonna do... Which quest do I have for Vardenfell? Talk to Veya, Purposeful Writ. Yeah, we're gonna stick to this quest line for now, and then we'll do them all, like the rest of them later. But wanted to do this one first because it's like the most interesting, in my opinion.
I don't need a nurse. Oh, did Ashur send you to check up on me? I swear, the next person that treats me like a child is going to find my dagger in their stomach. Gods, I'm not mad at you. I'm just annoyed at everybody right now. No, I don't think so. It's just been difficult. Finding poor Ulran in the Ashlander camp. I need to be doing something. Sitting down here in the dark, hiding, that's not going to solve anything. I know, but Nariu's writ. It involves a Redoran counselor. Exactly the opportunity I've been waiting for. The counselor knows who set up my brother. We need to talk to her before Nariu executes the writ. Do this for me, and I promise to stay here. Well, Nariu wouldn't tell me any specifics, but she trained me well. It wasn't hard to sneak a glance at the writ before she took off. Her target's at Arenum Manor, out in the swamp. Not far from that smelly cave, actually.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
I appreciate you agreeing to see what you can learn at Arenum Manor. My father used to say it was used by counselors as a retreat, but Mother always told me it was where they conducted business that required a certain degree of privacy. That's all I've been doing, thinking. And I think Ulran was right. I think someone wanted him out of the way, and they orchestrated the event with the Ashlanders to do it. Someone played my
Aubrey,
brother for
it's
a
a long
fool,
time no see.
and it cost him his life.
So I caught your stream a few days ago. You were playing CS.
Brivon's as stubborn as my father when it comes to following the rules and regulations of House Redoran. Ulran and Brivon were best friends, even if they argued from time to time. Politics.
Are you still working in
the Ashlanders?
somewhere
You
in
name
like
an issue,
Springfield or
and
something?
Ulran and Brivon were probably on opposite sides of the argument. It got to the point where I had to ignore both of them or they'd drive me insane. You did? How did he take it? I mean, he didn't know that my brother was dead. Really? I suppose that makes sense. I think he loves us, in his own way. But what else did he say? Did he know that Ulran had been banished?
Oh no, not GameStop. I think I talked to you once before that after you left it and then you went to like some other job.
He didn't
How's
expect... My father doesn't know his children as well as he thinks. Either of them. That's why I had to get away. Join the Morag Tongue. At least Naryu understands me. Mostly. I can't agree to that. I need to figure out what happened to my brother, who was involved, and then I'm going to make them pay. Just you watch.
I don't know if you do YouTube or anything or just like post your highlights there, but apparently stuff is going down where it's like all these how do I describe it, non-advertiser friendly things are happening, so a lot of people are moving over and it's been pretty wonky lately. Oh, the vape shop, I left that to you. Corrupt corporate. I just stream now. Oh, are you full-time streaming? Congrats. What happened though, if you can tell me? If not, that's cool too. Go to the manor. Where the fuck? Alright. From YouTube to Twitch, really? More or less. Like, I still do YouTube as well, but a lot of people are moving over because they have this bot thingy that flags videos as non-advertiser friendly, and it's still like a work in progress. And apparently videos get demonetized there, so it's a lot more people switching over. I heard you got either partnered or affiliate. How's that working out? It's so far away. What? All right, hold on. We're gonna go over there, do this quest, and we'll see what happens. I opened a store when they hired me, expecting me to make 10K for the first month of being opened. Work 55 hours a week. Just marketing for the shop. Oh, so pretty much like every job. That sucks though. Hopefully you can make it as a full-time streamer. That'd be great.
It's not polite to keep in a... I was wondering how long it was going to take Veya to convince you to follow me. But she thought I didn't notice when she glanced at my writ, didn't she? Where is my overly curious apprentice, by the way? I know Veya wants answers, but this is my job. There are rules, especially where the lords of the great houses are concerned. There might be a way to deal with this, though, provided you're willing to help. First,
but yeah,
don't kill any Redrons.
Working
That's a violation
all
of my
those other
writ,
jobs
and could
versus
have
streaming,
serious consequences for both of
being
us.
able to like
Second,
work in your pajamas
you
at
sneak
home
around and
is
search
probably
for
one of the
anything that
greatest things
pertains to
ever.
Ulran's exile, while I figure out how to deal with the counselor. We need to be invisible. These things work best when no one but the target knows we're there. If you get spotted, you're on your own. I even cough on anyone without a writ, and the Morag tongue will have my head. Veya's my apprentice, and I'll decide when she's ready to take on a mission. She's been through a lot, and her actions reflect on me and my status in the Morag tongue. She may not appreciate it right now, but I'm trying to keep the both of us on track.
Basically, the company I was working at only sold their own line of stuff. No one really liked it. Dang, that's oh yeah. I heard about that actually, like companies doing that stuff. It's probably for the best you did leave it though. So out of curiosity, what other games have you been playing lately, aside from Counter-Strike? I don't know like which other Counter-Strike streamers you watch, but I used to watch Summit, and then he said like it's kind of dying out slowly for content creators because there's so many tournaments going on at like every day. So it's like harder to get recognized unless you do like a fuckload of giveaways and stuff. CS is life, yeah. Dude, the struggle as a variety streamer is rough. Play one game, you get more viewers than the others, but I don't think I could just stick to one game forever. But you're doing Twitch full time now, right? Pretty big commitment. Kind of scary too.
The front door's guarded like a bank vault. Maybe there's another way in through one of the buildings by the docks.
Holy shit, there's so many people. Where is it? I just need to leave that off if I'm gonna do anything here. Rip.
See what you can find pertaining to Ulran.
Oh yeah, you're getting Destiny in next month on PC or something? Heard it's pretty good. Oh, how many people are here?
What is that terrible smell?
So House Redoran issued an advisory against the Morrowind Tong.
Just trying to get better at CS and still playing it. Nice. Dude, I'm terrible at that game. I wanted to get good at it, but
it seems the
I don't know.
might actually know something about Ulran.
Kinda like a toxic community in a way. Confront the counselor. Alright, we'll just go through the intended path just to see what happens.
Be quick with your questions, hero.
Pre-ordered and everything. Oh, you're getting it on PC as well? Hey, we should play it sometime when it comes out. I have mine pre-ordered too. Did you play the beta?
It's a pleasure to finally meet you in person. Now, come close. Well, look at you. I'm impressed. The noble's banished son. Why does House Dres?
Like, I really enjoyed the beta
Never mind.
for Destiny.
Anything,
I'm
so we
super
can get
excited
to the
for
good
it.
stuff.
Couldn't get myself to play it on
Ulran
console
was
ever.
tested and found wanting. Chose the life of a savage over his own soldier. We stripped him of his rank and exiled him. Ulron's dead.
What's your
hadn't
BattleNet thingy? I don't think I
As to
have
who
you
was
added or
behind the
anything.
test of
So.
Ulron's loyalty, what does that matter? He failed and paid the price for his poor choices. What does all this have to do with our arrangement?
You aren't clever enough or pretty enough to avoid what's about to happen, Dolvra.
What's the meaning of this? Who are you people?
I'm a Morag Tong with a writ that says you're a criminal and a traitor. That means I get to end your miserable existence.
Rip.
More
Oh, she died.
Dolvra was in bed with both. Taken a Alakir massage oils? Fancy. But that has nothing to do with Ulran. That's Captain Bruden's seal. I suppose our evil counselor courted favor wherever she could find it.
Alright, so I think we're done here. There's one, we have to talk to her again. All the way up here. God damn. Hello?
The good Captain Brivin appears to be more involved in Oron's fate than I had imagined. He never struck me as the type to use murder and deceit to get ahead, but that's the problem with greed. It causes decent people to make stupid choices. Or he's trying to hide something. The letter mentioned an intact squad sent to scout the old fort. You need to get out there and see what those soldiers know before Brivin gives them new orders and they disappear. If you can slip into town, sure. Veya should be told. But you didn't take my advice. You killed veteran soldiers. That's your trouble to deal with. I need to present my completed writ, so I'll catch up with you and Veya later.
Alright, so we're gonna do this quest. Almost done. Alright, cool. I'll send you an invite later. Not sure how often you're on it. But how's streaming lately? Are you making like mad stacks or something? A lot of subs. Alright, let's go back to town. Just get out of this area for now. Oh, thought there was land there. Apparently not. I think we're almost done with this entire quest line, just like 60%. I remember doing it at one point. It's a really long one though. Yeah, I always just wanted a sub button, and that was like really all that matters. Money's not like super important. Just the fact that you get like custom emotes and all that stuff. When's your stream schedule, by the way? Or do you just stream whenever? Alright, let's go talk to the lady down here.
Back again? Took your sweet time. You didn't learn anything, did you? Not that it matters. Oran's dead and nothing can change that. What good is that going to do? They won't speak to us. House before family and all that. Believe me, I'm more than familiar with Redoran honor. Still, I suppose I know a few ways to get people to talk.
Since we moved to a new house, still haven't figured out my new schedule. Sharing a bathroom. Oh.
More rules.
Are you like dating that dude, or
limitations?
you just living with
Look,
them?
I need to figure out who's responsible for Oren's
Thought I
death.
recognized that
House
name at one point. I didn't know for
Redoran
sure though.
soldiers, Ashlanders, whoever it is, they need to pay. Riven was Oren's best friend. Would he really betray my brother? Regardless, I want you to have this. You could have handed me to my father, and you didn't. Other than Naryu and Ashur, you might be the only friend I have left. So which soldiers are we talking about? I know most of the people my brother used to work with. Eyewitnesses are better than notes in the house
Saving up to
registry.
get a house. Yep.
Provided I
Welcome
can
to
actually
being
get
an
them to
adult.
talk to me.
The struggle is real.
There's no time to waste. That fort's near the cave where I was hiding. Last time I was there, the fort was crawling with cultists. We need to find them before Vatala and his soldiers wind up sacrificed to some Daedric prince. We'll get Vatala and his soldiers killed. I know the process. Turning in a writ can take hours, maybe even an entire day. I'll leave Naryu a note. She can meet us at the fort. I'm going. Either come with me or get out of my way. Let me gather my gear and write a note for Naryu. I'll meet you near the Hlormoran stronghold. The more I think about it, the more convinced
Being
I
this
am that
well
we'll learn
girlfriend
who's
streaming and
responsible
playing
for
video
Oran's
games
death
all
soon.
day.
Then
What a
blood
time to
will
be
flow.
alive. Worth.
As far as I'm concerned, rules.
I feel
got
like
my
it'll
brother
pay off
killed.
eventually.
They don't
Like,
apply
just
to me
keep
anymore.
doing it, and then
Besides, to
if
find the
you like take
soldiers,
it as a
we're
job,
probably going to have to carve a path through those
things will
cultists.
happen.
The Morag tongue won't care about that.
At least that's how I feel about it. Just keep doing it, and it'll
That's
eventually
what the
turn into a
handbook
job, or
says.
it could already be
Look,
if you're making money from
I
it.
know what Naryu's done for me. To keep me safe, I appreciate that. But this is about what they did to my brother. Nothing else matters. Not Naryu, not you, and certainly not me. No, never. You and Naryu aren't my enemies. I just need to get justice for Ulran. Otherwise his death will be the first of many. We have to be able to resist laws that make no sense or get people hurt, without being afraid of getting exiled.
Only time will tell. I see so many people just go into Twitch trying to make money and all that stuff, and then it just doesn't work out, and then they quit. But it's something you just have to do for fun, and then it just happens.
I know Vatala. He's a typical Redoran soldier, loyal to a fault. Always
Seems like
spouting
from the streams I
nonsense
saw
about
you
house and honor above
when you were
all.
live, you did pretty
He's
well.
devoted to my brother, though. Ulran considered him to be one of his best. Ulran had a habit of putting the needs of others ahead of his own. He probably told Vatala and
Oh
his
yeah, for
soldiers
sure.
to
You
remain
can just
quiet.
do whatever.
Decided to take responsibility and save them any heartache. I hope these soldiers remember that when we find them.
Even if you hadn't destroyed them.
I think what's most important is whether you like it or not, and I mean, playing video games for a living is pretty great. By the way, since you're an affiliate, I did have a question. Like, you know the thing where
You're
it shows
here,
you like the game
I'm
where you can
here,
make
the
money
damn
off of that as
cultists are
well?
here. You know who isn't here?
Like it just shows you
Vatala
where
and
other
his
people can
squad.
buy it. I wasn't
They're
exactly
probably
sure how that
hiding
worked,
or dead.
but you
They better
probably
not
do.
be dead. Naryu's probably busy clearing her writ, and we don't have time to wait. This opportunity to learn more about what happened to Ulran won't last much longer. We need to find that squad of soldiers. Fine. You wait for Naryu. I'm going to go and find those soldiers. Their orders were to scout the old...
No, it's not really a big deal. You don't have to. I was just wondering if you already knew how it worked. I was curious, but it's not something not something that's crazy, like high priority. Soldiers. I didn't know if you like had it already, since I figured that once you get partnered, you just kind of sign all these things for like the sub button and all the like terms and conditions, whatnot. I thought that was just kind of included with it. I'm pretty sure it's like a public thing as well, so you can say it or not. I can't get that. Should be an entrance over here.
I'm hurt.
Well, he's dead. Yeah. By the way, what bitrate do you stream at? Like 3500 or something, or I wasn't sure. Because I know partners get the higher ones, and then affiliates are the same as like regular. So I didn't know what you used. $2,500 to $3,000. Working out the stuff. Can't figure out. Oh, yeah. From what people have told me, just like most people just leave their OBS settings on default and 3,500 bitrate, and then it's usually decent.
Let's find the soldiers and get out of here before these stupid cultists realize what's happening.
Who's that? We won't let you take us without a...
Thank the three! You're all still alive! You find the key. Me and Battler. We're going to have a little chat while we're waiting.
Veya.
From what? The tree?
Ah, another sacrifice for the Prince of Bargains.
Fuck? That looks weird.
Ashlanders. The tribunal should have wiped them out ages ago.
I knew I should. I told him. Captain Briven, though he was still a lieutenant at the time. Thank you. Now.
Alright, we got him out. I think there's a few more quests, and then we're done with this quest chain.
I want to know who fell asleep and let those phobias down here.
Oh. Did not see that. I recently had to change my settings because of the move. Can't figure out why it's still lagging. Have to put more time into research, but I'm lazy. Yeah.
Get your ass over here, hero. We've got a situation and it's not good.
Oh.
Oh. I think we should. Fine. Now get your.
If it's like
laggy
laggy or something, it's probably the bit rate, but that's about it. I think everything else is most likely fine.
Scour the streets, search the buildings. Veya Releth does not leave this city. This is just awful.
It's like the 4th time we had to explore this house.
What's the meaning of this? Where are the soldiers? If you're looking for my husband, I'll tell you the same thing that I told that brazen young woman. The council is meeting outside Balmora, and Briven is protecting the councillors. Now, if you don't mind, I've had more than enough excitement for one day. I could barely make sense of the nonsense she was spouting. It was Veya, Councillor Eris's daughter. Everything she said was a ramble. Something about my husband betraying her brother, that my Briven had to suffer just as she was suffering. She had a knife, but no, she didn't harm me. She said her brother wouldn't hurt an innocent, that I wasn't responsible for his death. Do you have any idea what she was talking about? Because I certainly don't. You shouldn't get involved. That young woman will hasten her own
Need to do a
death
few
if she
things
thinks she
before
can
the stream
get past
today.
my
Catch you
husband
again.
and his soldiers.
Yeah, have a nice day.
But if
Thanks
you
for dropping by.
insist,
I'll check out your stream a little bit
meeting
later.
is taking place at the dead soldiers.
They were just protecting the kin house. I'll...
Alright, how do we get out of here? This is actually the Maya Lake Lodge house, isn't it? This looks so familiar. I think it is the Lake Lodge house.
Curse my lot.
Please tell me you found Veya. I can already feel the cold steel of the executioner's blade on the back of my neck. Is Veya trying to get herself killed? You can't just barge into a Redren garrison and ask the soldiers to stand aside while you murder their captain? We have to get to her before she gets to Brivin. She murdered soldiers without a writ. This is a dark path she's decided to follow. And unless we play this just right, it's not going to end well for any of us. Let's find Veya and put a stop to this. We can deal with any consequences after that.
Alrighty. I forgot where it was. Is it over here? Balmora Valley. No. We're going to the garrison now.
The Redren soldiers. Did something happen?
The soldiers will find her. I heard she slaughtered everyone in the kin house.
No, it's not that one. Just keep going straight ahead. By the way, for everyone who's still here, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Wormwood is always good.
I don't like the looks of this. Brivin is using war claws to patrol the garrison instead of Redren soldiers. Either house forces are stretched thinner than I thought, or Brivin wants to justify the use of mercenaries to the council. Maybe nothing, maybe everything. We know Ulron refused to employ mercenaries. He hated counting on thugs to do the right thing. I expect the Redren Council feels the same. Maybe Brivin's trying to show them what the War Claws can do. The War Claws may be a blessing in disguise. I can explain killing these bastards a lot easier than trying to wipe Redren blood off my hands. Let's go stop Veya. I'm ready when you are, hero. There's no stealthy way to approach this. The front door's our only option. Then we track down Brivin, find Veya, bonk her on the head, and get her out of here before she does something I can't fix. Easy as gore apple pie.
Alrighty, we're going in. Wait, is it back here again? Let me in before we go. It's actually pretty cool, all of this. Alright, so we gotta go in.
Made it. Now let's find Brivin before Veya skewers him.
I remember this one where you had to, like, I think it glitched out at one point where you couldn't complete the quest, which is kind of weird, and so you had to reset it. Not sure where. I think it's somewhere in this building. Downstairs?
I need healing! Captain Brivin is on his way. Soon we'll
have a permanent job in House Redoran. Kill the intruders. They have interfered for the last time.
What's going on down here? It sounds like a... You! What are you doing here? What in the name of the three are you up to? I thought you worked for Councillor Eris. You better have a damn good reason for killing the mercenary leader. I ought to sound the alarm and let her warriors deal with the likes of you. Veya? She's barely out from under her mother's apron and she presumes to judge my actions? No matter. Whatever your motives, nothing justifies the blatant killing of Ferhara and her mercenaries. Councillor Eris can't protect you this time, Outlander. Ah, now everything becomes clear. Veya learned something of her brother's fate and wants to retaliate. Then let her come. But know this, I merely set the events in motion. I didn't conceive the plan. You're looking for the responsible party. Then look no further than Councillor Eris. He wanted to prove his son's loyalty to the house. I don't know how to
pronounce your
to
name
show
properly,
that
but
Orin's
how's it going?
fascination with the savage Ashlanders hadn't corrupted him. Well, look how that turned out. A test Ulrun failed. Eris was devastated when his son sided with the savages, and his daughter ran away. He decided to resign his position. He'll make the announcement today. Eris hopes to restore his family, but I think it's a lost cause.
She died. Or he died. Rip.
That's for Orin.
I used to watch your ESO walkthrough. Hey, thanks, man. Hope you enjoyed it.
My father, the entire council, they're all guilty.
Do you still play ESO as well, or you just
do this, so stay out of my
do other
way.
things nowadays?
Veya killed Briven without a writ. It was pure, focused rage. I never expected her to go through with it. If Veya doesn't get herself killed up there, the Morag Tong will hunt her down and execute her, like a rabid gua. Her and me both. I'm not sure they deserve to be saved, but that's what we have to do. Veya can't be allowed to kill the counselors. We have to stop her. It's more than me and Veya's lives on the line. Something like this could destroy the Morag Tong. The Morag Tong only recently began to find acceptance again. Veya's actions don't just reflect badly on me. They could be used to force us back into the shadows, maybe even disband us all together. We're both going to have to answer
Yes, I log into ESO from time to time, but I only own the base game. There's so much content, even in the base game, that I'm sure you'll be fine.
We have to get ahead.
There's a lot of stuff to do. But if you were ever looking for like any of the expansions in the future, I'd probably recommend Morrowind or Sinium. Those are definitely my two favorites. And then, or just get, I think there's a bundle that has like all three of them. And that one was pretty good as well. Oh.
There's no need to panic.
No need to panic? She's cut down every mercenary in her way. Her father won't be able to stop her.
Veya's getting close. We're running out of time.
Oh yeah, it's down here. I don't know if they fixed this quest. Or if it's still broken to the point where she could attack you. So I just want to play it safe and not like do anything weird.
Let me try to open this door.
Veya, daughter. So sorry. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Come on, stubborn, stupid luck.
Father, why? Does the house really matter more than your own son?
I needed to protect Ulron, to prove his loyalty.
We'll see you later.
If
All right, have a good day, dude. Thanks for dropping by.
But you can't. None of us can. That's why I
They
have to
are
do
no.
this.
That's an order.
I'm not your apprentice anymore. The house has grown corrupt, evil. That's why all the counselors have to die.
Alright, we're in.
No more rules! No more secrets! House Redoran falls today!
Enough, Veya!
Veya's down. It's over.
So much bloodshed. So much needless death. If only Eris would have listened. Outlander, we should speak. I think we can help one another. The Morag Tong agent. She cares deeply for Veya, doesn't she? It takes great courage to go against your heart and do what you know is best. You both did that by protecting the Council. For that, you have my thanks. A series of regrettable decisions led to this family tragedy, and most of them were made by Eris Relith. I knew of Ulron's compassion concerning the Ashlanders. It was unorthodox, but not worthy of the punishment meted out. Eris was wrong. Eris convinced Briven to test Ulron. Then the two of them decided to slaughter the Ashlanders. Oh, the Council allowed itself to be convinced that exile was an appropriate punishment, but we were wrong to let it go as far as it did. I didn't say that, but we're not butchers. We do not hire mercenary thugs to wipe out an entire people. This gathering was to deal with that. Eris planned to step down, and we were going to demote Briven for the part he played. House Redoran behaved poorly. Morag Tong rules were violated. I suggest we make sure these details never see the light of day. Leave the bodies where they are. We will say that Veya died protecting her father and the Council from the War Claws. Cooperate with House Redoran and hold your tongues. It's as simple as that. I shall return to the Council meeting and conclude our business. When we're finished, I expect you and Naryu to both be gone. That is all, Outlander.
Alright, so there's a choice you
I'm
have to
not
make
sure
for
about
this one.
It's a generous offer, but those are some big secrets to sweep under a rug. Besides, Veya isn't dead. At least not yet. She's still breathing. The High Counselor thinks we killed her. The deal hinges upon all of us forgetting this sorry mess ever happened. Besides, once Veya regains her senses, there's every likelihood that she'll try to kill the Counselors again. When have I ever been able to convince Veya to do anything she didn't want to do? There's Redoran blood on Veya's hands. Once the Morag Tong ties those unauthorized murders to her, she's as good as dead anyway, and, more than likely, so am I. I don't see many options. We can either finish off Veya now, and go along with the High Counselor's deception, or we slip out of here with Veya and send her far, far away. She broke her vows and deserves to die. I know that, but it still feels wrong. You're right. If anyone's to blame for all this, it's me. I wasn't a good enough mentor. If for no other reason, Veya deserves a second chance. Look, you need to leave. We'll meet back in Balmora. And Hero. Thanks. Go on. I'll get her out of here before the Council notices and meet you in Balmora.
Alrighty. So we're almost done. We got like 95% of the way. turn in, or let's go finish up this last one, and we should be good to go. The guards are still here. We're just booking it out the front door. No regrets. Alright, let's go turn in this one and we'll wrap it up. Call it for today. Almost done. Ooh, Nern root. I do need that. I think that's Nern root. So I think tomorrow we might be doing the other storylines or the big quests in the area. Not sure which one's a main story, but all of these are on the side. I do want to do the Vivek one. That one's pretty neat. Let me see, what other ones do I have actually? Oh, Divine Inquiries, that's the main story. So we could finish that up.
How many times have I told you not to stick your blade in your apprentice's Nayu? She'll live, but she can't stay here. Not after what she's done.
I've got that covered. Veya... Ashur did an outstanding job. For an assassin, he's got a gift for the healing arts. Veya's going to live. Now I just have to convince her to listen to me this time. And as far as she knows, she did. Now Veya needs to disappear. Otherwise, both Redrin and the Morag tongue will go after her. Believe me, nobody survives that kind of attention. Veya didn't ask for everything that happened. She only wanted justice. I've arranged for a ship captain I know to meet us in Vivek City. From there, Veya will sail to Somerset and rendezvous with an associate of mine. He's kind of furry and a bit of an arse, but he's good people. He'll take care of Veya. As long as everyone sticks to the bargain, I go about my usual business. A writ here, a nice bath there, maybe a few intimate encounters along the way, to relieve the tension, you understand. I just hope Veya's good with all this. She has to be.
Bro, a skill point.
Oh, hey, I want you to have this. Something to remember me by until we meet again. I hope you don't leave here with the impression that all dark elves are conniving dirtbags. Some of us are also kind of sexy. Like me, for instance.
Nari... What happened?
Quiet, Veya. Rest now. We can talk later.
Alright, so that pretty much wraps up the entire Balmora quest line. That was about 2.5 hours. So with that said, we'll be continuing on more with all of these, the rest of it, tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching and have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys later.